Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Niall Horan has returned for his second season as a coach on The Voice. At the same time, The Voice moves on without Blake Shelton for the first time since the show premiered. As the new season begins, Horan has talked about how Shelton got him ready for the show. Last season, Blake Shelton set out on his farewell tour on The Voice. At the same time, Niall Horan joined the show and set out to prove he was up to the task. He did more than that, with Niall winning in his first season on the show. Gina Miles beat Blake's Grace West in the final two. It was a tough win, with Kelly Clarkson also back and coming in third place with D Smooth. Now entering his second season on The Voice, Niall credits Blake for his success last season and his preparation for this season. Niall, 30, said in a recent interview that Blake, 47, was like a dad to him on the show. Niall added that they put new coaches next to Blake in their first season so they could watch and learn from the veteran cast member. When it comes to sitting next to Blake Shelton last season, Niall said that helped him more than almost anything. He said watching Blake was a real honor. He also said the two developed a bond, and he said it was funny to see Blake's southern sense of humor behind the scenes. However, it wasn't anything Blake said that helped Niall. I learned a lot from even just watching him. Nothing that he said. Just watching how he does it. I think that made a lot of difference to how I've been in the show this year, via NBC Insider. Blake agreed, saying that he feels Niall will take his seat on the show and he is passing the baton on to my son. Niall Horan returns to The Voice as the defending champion, but this is only his second season on the show. The biggest name this season is Reba McEntire, but this is her first season on the show. John Legend is the longest-running coach this season, entering his 8th season, and Gwen Stefani is back for her 7th season. However, they both took off last season. Interestingly, Niall Horan's one win equals the same wins by John Legend, who won in season 16, and Gwen Stefani, who won in season 19. If Niall wins his second season, he will have more wins than anyone currently on the show. Last season, Kelly Clarkson came in with 4 wins and Blake Shelton with 8 wins. It looks like it is time for The Voice to find its newest star, and that might be Niall Horan. When Niall Horan joined The Voice as a coach, he knew he was stepping into a world filled with fierce competition, legendary mentors, and most notably the country king himself, Blake Shelton. While the two artists hail from vastly different musical backgrounds, their bond quickly became one of the most unexpected yet wholesome friendships in The Voice history. Niall Horan, best known for his rise to fame with One Direction and his subsequent solo career, had no shortage of talent and experience when he joined The Voice. However, coaching was a new challenge altogether. Being responsible for nurturing and guiding raw talent was a task he was excited about but also slightly nervous to undertake. Enter Blake Shelton, the longest tenured coach in The Voice history. With a whopping 9 wins under his belt, Blake had become synonymous with the show. His larger-than-life personality, sharp wit, and country charm had made him not only a fan favorite but also a mentor whose advice was worth its weight in gold. According to Horan, one of the first things Blake told him was, "You're going to love this, but don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it. If the contestants see you having fun, they'll loosen up, and the best performances come from that." It was advice that changed the game for Niall. In the early stages, he found himself overanalyzing song choices and stressing over strategies. But as he observed Blake's relaxed and humorous approach, he realized that creating an enjoyable environment could be just as important as coaching vocal technique. Another key lesson Niall learned from Blake was how to master the art of persuasion. In the blind auditions, where contestants have to decide which coach's team to join, the ability to sell oneself is just as crucial as musical expertise. Niall humorously recalled how Blake would use his charm, humor, and sheer confidence to steal contestants away from other judges. He makes you believe that country music is the only way to go, even if you've never sung a country song in your life, Niall joked. Taking notes from Blake's playbook, Niall fine-tuned his own pitch, emphasizing his experience in a globally successful band and his ability to navigate the music industry. By the end of the season, he had become a formidable recruiter, snatching up some of the best talent the competition had to offer. One of the most critical aspects of coaching on The Voice is selecting the right songs for contestants. While Niall had a pop background, he realized that understanding different genres was key to his team's success. Blake, being the wise veteran, advised him on how to choose songs that not only showcased a contestant's vocal abilities, but also connected with audiences on an emotional level. Blake always says that a song has to tell a story, whether it's a heartbreak ballad or a party anthem, Niall revealed. He taught me how to listen to a song differently, not just as a performer, but as a storyteller. This insight helped Niall craft performances that resonated deeply with viewers and voters, giving his team members a strong chance in the competition. One of the most entertaining aspects of The Voice has always been the friendly rivalry between coaches, and Blake and Niall were no exception. The Irish pop star quickly found himself on the receiving end of Blake's hilarious jabs, but he wasn't afraid to dish it right back. "He called me the little leprechaun the first week," Niall laughed. "But I told him at least my accent is charming, whereas his just confuses people." The playful back and forth became a fan-favorite element of the show, with viewers loving the brotherly dynamic between the two artists. But beneath the teasing was genuine respect. Even after the cameras stopped rolling, Blake's mentorship didn't end. Niall admitted that Blake became a real friend and industry guide, offering insights into longevity in the music business. "Blake's been around for decades and he knows how to evolve with the industry," Niall said. "He told me, don't chase trends, stay true to who you are, and the right audience will find you. That's something I'll carry with me forever." Blake even introduced Niall to some Nashville insiders, expanding his understanding of country music and songwriting in a way he had never expected. While Niall remains a pop artist at heart, he has expressed a growing appreciation for the storytelling elements of country music, something he attributes to his time spent with Blake. What started as a professional relationship between two artists from different worlds blossomed into a friendship that extended far beyond The Voice. Niall and Blake continue to support each other's careers, with Niall even making guest appearances at some of Blake's concerts. Reflecting on his time on The Voice, Niall summed it up best. "I came in thinking I'd just coach a few artists, but I left with lifelong friends, and Blake was definitely one of them. He taught me so much, and I'm grateful for that." Blake Shelton may have bid farewell to The Voice after his final season, but his influence continues to shape the coaches who follow in his footsteps, including Niall Horan, who now carries Blake's wisdom and humor into his own journey as a mentor. Their camaraderie proves that great music and great friendships transcend genres, bringing together artists from all walks of life.